Making a movie isn't exactly cheap. Sometimes hundreds of millions of dollars are spent just to produce it, and then a lot more added for marketing costs. Because of this, studios are always looking for ways to get a little help financially. One of the most popular methods is by incorporating product placement in their movies. That's when corporations make a deal with the filmmakers to prominently feature their products on screen, in exchange for some sweet cash money. There is a place for this practice, but sometimes when it's blatant and shoved in audiences' faces, it causes more trouble than it's worth. Here are 10 horrible instances of product placement in movies. Captain America: Civil War. One of the most thrilling action sequences in this MCU installment was the chase involving Bucky Barnes, Black Panther, and Captain America. The three superheroes outran cars during the scene, and not just parked ones but moving ones too. Naturally, Audi thought this sounded like a lot of fun and wanted to get in on the action. A longtime partner of the MCU, the car manufacturer produced a television spot to tie into the film's release. It showcased a family in an Audi vehicle caught up in all the excitement. Steve Rogers is about as American as you can get, so seeing him pushing for German luxury vehicles sticks out like a sore thumb. Avengers: Age of Ultron. In the build-up to this highly anticipated sequel, Samsung got to premiere an Age of Ultron trailer on their YouTube channel, so it wasn't too surprising that the tech company got some screen time in the actual film. Black Widow using a Samsung tablet to check out data about Loki's scepter is one thing, but the shot of a Samsung store complete with an advertisement for the Galaxy smartphone in the frame was kind of pushing it a little bit. The moment ended up sticking out like a commercial break in the midst of all the action. There wasn't any real need for it to be a Samsung store, and it was arguably a little distracting.
I'm sorry.
Star Trek. The scene where young James Kirk steals his stepfather's car was the perfect introduction to the charming rogue of a protagonist. There was just one detail that didn't sit too well with fans. As Kirk speeds down the road, he gets a call from his angry stepfather on a Nokia cell phone that's mounted in the vehicle. Seeing a modern-day product pulled lots of people out of the futuristic movie, and the familiar Nokia ringtone sealed the deal. The same could be said about Ahura ordering Budweiser classics at a bar. In a sci-fi movie, you have the creative leeway to make your own products, but sometimes that gets pushed aside in favor of some corporate cash. iRobot. Will Smith's character had to drive around in something in this sci-fi thriller, so the Audi concept car that had 9 minutes of screen time was understandable. What moviegoers and fans of the source material couldn't get over were the out-of-place Converse commercials.
Converse All-Stars, vintage 2004.
As we learned from Morgan Freeman in The Shawshank Redemption, we don't often look at another man's shoes, so drawing constant attention to Smith's footwear got a lot of eye rolls. It was way too convenient for a character so far in the future to be sporting shoes from the same year the movie came out. Jack and Jill. Adam Sandler is notorious for product placement, but Jack and Jill takes the cake for the worst instance in his career. So far, of course. Sandler conveniently plays an ad executive, so the opportunities for some corporate sponsorship were aplenty. Everything from Coca-Cola to Pepto-Bismol to Sony computers appear throughout the movie, and the crux of the narrative is getting Al Pacino to star in a Dunkin' Donuts commercial. Perhaps the most egregious illustration of product placement is Royal Caribbean. The movie stops in its tracks to showcase all the features of a cruise ship. Even Sandler's biggest fans had to be put off by that one.
When you say you want to sponsor an attraction, what do you have in mind?
Jurassic World. Colin Trevorrow's popular sequel took a joking swipe at modern sponsorship by saying the Indominus Rex should be brought to you by Verizon.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Although the tidbit of satire was funny, it unfortunately wasn't present throughout the rest of the film. Part of Trevorrow's approach was to embrace product placement, but seeing the logos of Beats by Dre, Verizon, Mercedes-Benz, and more kind of stripped away the awe and wonder of seeing dinosaurs come back to life. To be fair, in the real world, this is probably how it would go, but it still kind of takes you out of the action to see so many well-known brands popping up on screen. Transformers. The ultra-successful Transformers franchise grosses billions of dollars worldwide with every movie, so companies are always eager to have their product associated with the films. When Michael Bay was working on the first film, GM offered him $3 million to have their cars serve as the robots in disguise. But to maintain his artistic integrity, Bay turned down the offer. Just kidding, he totally took the cash. Each Transformer models their appearance after a GM vehicle, including Bumblebee upgrading his Camaro. They even used Ford, GM's rival, to play the Decepticons, highlighting the classic Chevy versus Ford debate in a tentpole film. Obviously, cars were needed to make a Transformers film, but this is a pretty hardcore instance of selling out. Skyfall. The granddaddy of product placement, James Bond has been selling products since the Sean Connery days. In the 50-plus years since 007 first hit the big screen, he's driven Aston Martins and worn Omega watches. Perhaps the oddest bit of product placement came in Skyfall, when Heineken paid $45 million to be Bond's favorite beverage. A Heineken is a huge departure from the character's signature martini, and the trademark green bottle is so distinct there's no mistaking it for anything else. It's passable when Bond is relaxing on a beach, but as MI6 tries to figure out the next course of action, the beer sticks out like a sore thumb. The Internship. Google didn't fund this Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn vehicle, but you'd be forgiven if you thought they did. The entire movie is like a big ad for the company, constantly discussing how awesome Google is at everything. Google even got in on the creative process.
But I have stumbled onto King Solomon's mines, my friends.
They reworked the script and scratched a scene in which one of their self-driving cars crashes. The whole thing came across as too self-congratulatory, and the overall message didn't mesh well with the brand of comedy Wilson and Vaughn broke in with in Wedding Crashers. Many just saw it as one long advertisement, and because people don't like ads, let alone paying to go see them, the movie flopped pretty hard.
What about you? What do you have to say for yourself, eh?
Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice. Zack Snyder attempted to right the wrongs of Man of Steel's ending by reconnecting it from Bruce Wayne's perspective in Batman vs. Superman. The Gotham billionaire watches in horror as aliens mess up his building, and he speeds around in a vehicle to get his co-workers to safety. His car of choice is the all-new Jeep Renegade, which isn't so bad because, who's to say Bruce Wayne doesn't like Jeeps? The film's opening sequence is supposed to be set in 2013 when Man of Steel was released, but this particular Jeep didn't come out until 2016. Bruce was driving a car that wasn't built yet. Mr. Wayne has all kinds of toys, but owning a car from 3 years in the future is a little bit of a stretch. Speaking of great superhero showdowns, our friends over at the CBR YouTube channel just posted a new video about the all-time best superhero rivalries from Marvel and DC. Click here to check it out and be sure to check out all the other awesome videos on their channel. From Deadpool Easter eggs to Game of Thrones secrets, these guys are killing it. Click here or check out the link in the description of this video and you'll be in for a treat. Those are our picks for the most egregious instances of product placement in movies. Are there any we missed? Sound off in the comment section below and be sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one.